Hi, in this Excel tutorial, I'm going to explain Xlookup function. Xlookup searches the value you provide in a table or range and gives back the value you want. For example, if I want to search an address of a student in student data, then I will provide student's name to Xlookup and it will give me back his address. Xlookup is new function in Excel and only available in Office 365 and Office Online. It is not available for Office 2019 and older versions. Xlookup is a replacement for VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP and INDEX-MATCH. You don't have to use these three functions anymore. What VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP and INDEX-MATCH can do, Xlookup can do all those things plus there is more. We'll see step by step what is in Xlookup. Okay, in this example I have billionaires list with net worth and nationality. Here is our input column and here is our output column. So let's say I want to find out what is the Bill Gates net worth. I will copy this input here. Let's type our formula here. Equal to Xlookup. First argument is lookup value. We are looking for Bill Gates, right? From Bill Gates we want to find out net worth. So lookup value is Bill Gates. Lookup array. Where is Bill Gates present? Bill Gates present in this column, so I will select this column. Lookup array is this, comma, return array. Return array is the column from which you want your output. I want output from this column, so I'll select this column. Okay, net worth is present in this column, so return array is that column. That's it. 98 billion is net worth of Bill Gates. Okay, so that's how basically Xlookup works. Now let's try another example. What if I want to find billionaire name from net worth? Who is the billionaire with net worth 59 billion? Xlookup. Lookup value is now 59 billion. Okay, and lookup array is now this column, right? Because we are looking by net worth, comma, return array is now billionaire's name column because we want billionaire's name. So Xlookup works both ways, right and left. Okay, VLOOKUP cannot work to left, it only works to right. HLOOKUP stands for horizontal lookup and Xlookup can do horizontal lookup as well. Let's try horizontal lookup. So I want to find out what is the second input value. Okay, so this value I want to find out using horizontal lookup. So what I will do is I will type here input. Okay, and then let's type our Xlookup formula. Xlookup, lookup value is this now, comma, lookup array. Since this is horizontal lookup, I will select this row, comma, return array. I want output from this row, right? Okay, so input, the second input is 59 billion. Actually, this doesn't show here as an example, but I just wanted to show you how horizontal lookup works. Okay, so remember that Xlookup supports horizontal lookup as well. Now let's see what are the next arguments of Xlookup. So lookup value is this, for example, again Bill Gates, comma, lookup array is this, and comma, I want nationality of Bill Gates, what is the country, then comma, if not found. So this is another argument of Xlookup. If not found, you can write here text such as not found, no match, not found. If I just change this a little bit, see, it is give me not found because we have mentioned here what to do if not found. If I remove it, let's see what happens. It will give me an error. Okay, so whenever your lookup value is not present in the lookup array, it will give you an error. So for catching such errors, you can use that argument if not found. Okay, let's copy first a net worth from this here. Let's take this. Xlookup, then lookup value is this now, lookup array is this, right? Return array is this. We want name of billionaire, comma, I'm skipping this, not found. Then the match mode, okay, by default is 0. I am trying here -1. Now let's see what happens. So it is giving me correct output, that is this name, because it is net worth is this. So Bernard's net worth is 76 billion. But if I change this, it will give me Warren Buffett, because we have used -1. So next smaller value. What is the next smaller value for 75 billion? Okay, so let's find out. So see, 75 billion is between 76 and 67. So it will give us next smaller value. So this is the next smaller value. Immediately smaller value below 75 is this. So it will return Warren Buffett. Okay. If I change this to 1, see, it will give me now the Bernard. That is because it is immediately next large value after 75 billion. See, now it is giving Jeff Bezos, because above 100 there is only one value. Let's say I want to find out net worth of billionaires whose name ends with Walton. Then I will use wildcards. So star, that is, we don't know what is before Walton. Okay, and here I will use now Xlookup. Look carefully what I am doing. Xlookup, lookup value is this, comma, it is present here, comma, return array is what we want, net worth, comma, I am skipping if not found, and match mode is now 2, that is for wildcard. Okay, so it is giving us 54.6 billion, that is this Jim Walton's net worth it is giving me, because it finds the first Jim Walton, that is first name with Walton, immediately it will give me back its net worth here. By default Xlookup searches from the first value. Okay, if I use the last argument of Xlookup here, let me show you, comma, search mode. So search mode by default is search from top. If I want to search from bottom, I will just write here -1. Okay, now it is giving me 54.4 billion, that is Alice Walton's net worth. Xlookup can also return multiple values. Okay, let me show you how. Let's take an example, Mark Zuckerberg. I want Mark Zuckerberg's net worth and country with just one formula of Xlookup. So let's try that, how it is possible. So Xlookup, lookup value is this, present in this, comma, return array is this. Now I will select the both columns. I want net worth and nationality, so I am selecting these both columns. Enter. As you can see, it is giving me net worth and here country. You just have to mention the columns you want here in return array. So it is giving me multiple outputs using only one formula. That was not possible in VLOOKUP. It is showing blue border here because this formula's output is spilled over here. The most interesting thing about Xlookup is that if I add columns in the table, then it doesn't break. In case of VLOOKUP, it breaks. Let's see. If I add here a column, see, our formula and its output is still intact. But if it was VLOOKUP, it will break immediately. So let's sum up what Xlookup can do. Xlookup can look up data to right or left. Xlookup can return multiple results. Xlookup can work with vertical or horizontal tables. Xlookup can perform reverse search as well. Xlookup defaults to exact match, whereas VLOOKUP defaults to approximate match. That's it for this video. See you in the next video.